Yeah. What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Kart 63. My name is Ben. Thank you very much for stopping by the channel yet again. Or if you're new here, thank you for stopping by for the first time. And this is, I don't know, sometimes I do videos that I I hope that the more informative videos are the ones that new people click on, but I welcome regardless. If you like my personality, you like the way I do things on this channel, I think I have a lot of great information in here for you and your new kart racers, your older kart racers, UAS guys, all that stuff. I hope that I have something, the broad spectrum of different type of racers here. Basically what it is I haven't done a question like this in a while. I happen to have a race tomorrow. I thought, well, let's not get anything too in-depth tonight to where I got to tear apart something or show something, or something like the karts are loaded. I'm not tearing them apart. They're good to go. I'm gonna race tomorrow. So finally, I thought I would do another one of these question videos to where I could get some engagement out of the audience, because I really like that. I really do. I don't mind answering questions. I don't mind engaging with you guys. I try and get back at you. It's not always the best. Like, for some reason, my Kart 63 messenger doesn't alert me like my standard one is. So I don't know. You can follow me. Ben Taft is my name. I'm just Ben Taft. You'll see a picture of me on there and on Facebook, and then use that messenger. Whatever. Either or, it doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know, if you message me on Kart 63 messenger, sometimes I don't get it for a while, and I'm busy, man. Not only do I do this, but I race, and I have a family and a house to take care of, and work, and all this stuff. Anyway, the question today is, how old were you when you started racing? Ooh, this is, I think this is, I could consider it a detriment. I won't, though, because I seem to absorb knowledge better in, not my later years, because I'm not that old, but in since I've grown up a little, since I've matured and reached adulthood, I seem to absorb information a lot better than when I was a kid. You're chasing around the girls, you're playing sports, all that stuff. It would have been a hard time for me to, absorb the knowledge I would have needed for racing. Just me personally, a little ADD-ish. But sorry about that. When I get a cough, I just kind of edit and clip that. I don't have a cough button or anything. I'm not that fancy yet. So I used to think it was a detriment that I didn't start as young as some of my competitors. A lot of people start your Kyle Larsons and this and that, and even in the group of guys I race, they all started very, very young in karting. They have been racing for much longer than I have, and had that, grown up from running the kids' karts and the plates and this and that up into your, flatheads or predators or the clones and all that stuff, and then eventually graduated into UAS, to where I kind of went flathead, Yamaha, UAS. And I started racing at 25 years old. Now, again, this is, it's a perception thing. Do I wish I had started a lot earlier? Of course. I love racing. I would have loved to race when I was a young kid. I'm sure of it. But keeping me, tied down to that, I'm sure my old man, couldn't have done it if he tried. So I'm just going with, I'm glad I started when I did. But it also, begs the question, when did you start racing? Did you start later in life like I did? 25 years old, that's fairly, I was an adult. I was moving along. I had a full-time job, and, had my daughter. That's the reason I remember what year I started. Was my daughter was born the same year I started racing. So I was just curious if some of you guys are brand new to this, how old you are, or is a dad watching this channel trying to get information because their kid, how old's your kid, starting up. I like the engagement on this channel, and when I don't want to get into a heavy duty video to where I'm showing something or anything, I like this type of philosophical type stuff. I believe the engagement helps the channel, and I like that. I like that you become part of this with me. Like I've said a billion times on here before, that I don't do this without you. And if I can keep you guys engaged, if you want to be here and you feel as if you're adding something to the channel, I think you are. I think that's wonderful, and we can all kind of grow together type of thing. So did you start? Are you a dad who started at a very young age? and now have kind of, you haven't raced in a while, but now you've grown kids. The kids are getting older, and they seem excited seeing pictures of you. Like, hey, man, maybe I'd like to race, and that kind of fired you up. Like, let's go to the track. Let me show you what this is all about. Mine happened just by coincidence. Like I said, my old man raced motocross when I was younger. Never got into that. It's probably a good thing. I would have broken everything. I'm far too competitive for that. I mean, it's triples. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. It could have gone horribly bad. But his ex-wife's son had been over to Paradise Speedway. He saw the karts race. He came back. He says, these things are awesome. My old man happened to go over there, check it out. He's just like, hey, let's get into this. I don't know if he thought it was like a bonding thing between him and Matt, but what actually happened was I got invited along. I got to test one. Matt kind of fizzled off, and here we are today. That was I went out, and I got bit by the bug the first time I made laps in it. I thought it was the most amazing thing. I had been in karts before at amusement parks and this and that. They're all governed but when you're me and you get on a big quarter mile, even if it was a flathead, you are hauling the mail, and that exhilaration. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're if you're a young kid getting in. I think that's phenomenal. I don't care if you're a 6-year-old guy and you just think, you know what? I've always wanted to race karts. Why don't I get into karts? There's a class for you, man. They have what do they call it? Masters. Some places have that, or just get into Predator, where it's, there's very limited horsepower, mild rules around what you can do. Just go out there and race and have fun. You don't always have to win. You don't have to be, think you're going to be the next, Dale Jr. or whatever. Kind of dating myself saying that name. Kyle Larson. You might not have that in your mind, that you're gonna move on from karts. Maybe it's that you just want to be involved in racing. Maybe you want to be part of the racing community, the kart racing community, to where we all enjoy seeing one another, and you can the burgers at the track and all that, and it's a fun family time. For the most part, there's the competitive side of it, the state races and everything, where everything is very to business. There is a bit of money and stuff on it. You can go search that out if you want. You can come race with us nut jobs with high horsepower once you get the hang on things. I thought it would be a cool video to talk about when everybody got started. If you're new to racing, hey, maybe this is your first year racing, and what age are you now? I'm generally curious, because 25 to me is late in life, but I almost don't want it any other way. I'm glad I got into it when I got into it, to where I could understand everything and absorb the knowledge I needed to in order to race. I mean, it's taken 20 years for me to even mildly figure it out. It's a forever learning curve. I am not the dominant force I wish I was. You go out, you get whooped, you learn what you did wrong, you go back to the drawing board, you come back, and you try and go even faster next time. So, all right, guys, I really do appreciate you. Did I do the thing? I just cut myself off there. Hit a like on the video. Do that. And then if you're new here and you liked this type of content, or any of the other type of content I actually put out, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. The numbers are growing. I can't believe I've gotten to the number that I've gotten to already. Every day I open my YouTube studio, and I'm just like, they just keep on subscribing. It's fantastic. I love it. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Again, I can't do this without you. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I got some racing footage coming towards you. All right, later.